as parents, we want to make sure that we offer our children the best advances in athletics for the sport that they're playing. But it seems to me that in the area of creating awareness and building and developing athletes, we're kind of lacking in understanding of the concept. So when you bring your son or daughter to a fitness camp and they do 2 weeks or 3 weeks of development and then they go on and that's the end of it, you are getting insight on what drills and what skills they need to develop to get them to a higher level of playing. So even though you're paying the money to put your son or daughter in a program, doesn't necessarily mean that they will automatically be so much faster and so much more equipped to be an athlete. What they're actually taking a look at is where they already are and just making them more understand how to move or understand how to do the drill. They're not actually developing the skills needed to do that drill. So for example, it's like putting a puzzle together. If I sit over your shoulder and help you put the puzzle together, this doesn't necessarily mean you know how to do it by yourself. But you've seen it done and you know it's possible. Right? We take a look at developing our athletes. So there are multiple reasons for athletes being slower than others. There's multiple ways of increasing somebody's speed or strength or power. But to get the most optimal benefits and to graduate as a higher level of athlete, you have to spend the time to develop these skills. If you start off already at a deadlift or Olympic press, you've not built the skill to be able to do it. You're just doing it and you're going to get some results from just the fact that it's a hard work or hard exercise. But you're not really developing yourself. So as parents, I think it's very important that you know this side of the coin. You need to know that just because you're putting them in a camp and spending the money doesn't mean they're getting the maximum results that they need. If they go to that camp and then stop training, then they will more or less lose the skills that they gained in that camp. If they keep playing just tons and tons of sport, and gain more or less the skill, but not the athletic ability, then they're just more knowledgeable in the sport, but also it opens them up to injuries, and a lot more injuries because they're not getting enough time to rest. So we want to make sure that we educate ourselves as much as possible on developing athletes and not just putting them into a speed camp, a power camp, agility camp, where they're showing you what you need to do or what some drills are that the higher level of athletes are doing.